Hi guys! In this video I'm going to paint these stacked donuts and I thought I would add some voiceover too, so I'm going to go through the steps and process behind this painting. So I'm painting this into my sketchbook, and this is a cover-up for a previous bad work, so I glued a computer paper over the page first. For the donuts, I got the inspiration from internet, and personally I like to look at pictures from actual photographers and not at the Google picture with results. And one of my favorite websites is Pexels. You can literally find any photo in there, which is awesome. So I simply sketched the donut somehow with a pencil and went in with my colors. I mainly always use mixed media for my artworks if it's something colorful, so for this work I used watercolors, aquarelle paint, tempera, poster paint, acrylic paint, even fabric paint, and a mysterious paint that I don't know what that is, and some colored pencil. And yes, this could have been done with only one media, but I always have the colors that I need, but they are different types of paint, so that's why I have that much paint in this work. Okay, I'm done with the excuses. So looking at the reference with watercolors and aquarelles in my hand, I started painting the dough part of the donuts with 110 color, and when that's drying, I went in with pink fabric paint and glazed 3 of the donuts with it, and I had to layer the paint to get opaque finish, and later I added lighter pink highlights to the glaze so that it looks somehow shiny and really yummy. Then I went back to the dough part and grabbed this orangey brown and shaded the donuts to give it that big look. And this thing happened to me during it. I made it too dark, so I went over the first dough color and repainted it with different shade and blended the colors together where they met. The 3 other donuts are glazed with white acrylic paint and drizzled with that mysterious brown paint. This one came from plaster pouring kit, and I really have no idea what this paint is, but it sure has a nice chocolatey shade. However, it dried on my temper pretty sheer, so I went back later over it with a brown colored pencil. So that was my base, and when it was all dry I sprinkled the pink donuts with these colorful star sprinkles, and those were mainly white acrylic paint mixed with poster paint and tempera. And this was pretty tedious work as I really drew stars and not just blobs of pastel colors. After I decorated these babies, I outlined the whole stack with a pencil to leave a border around them, and I painted the background with this minty or teal acrylic paint, being super careful. And again, I went over it with another coat of it later to make it opaque. Now, you may have noticed that the computer paper gets pretty wrinkled and it's sometimes hard to paint on it because of that. And yes, you're right, that's why I'll let this artwork dry like 1,000 times so that I can paint over it again and watch it wrinkle again. However, I'm going to skip a few steps now and tell you how I fixed this. Basically, after it's all dry, I put some dry towel over it and literally iron it. Quickly and carefully, it straightens the paper, it always works, and it's pretty game-changing. Okay, back to where I should be, which is actually the final step of the painting process, and that's that I just outline the stars with the graphite pencils. And this also helps defining the shapes, if in this case I did make just a blob instead of a star. I seal it with my favorite cheap artist varnish, which is just a daily hairspray, and I'm done. There you go, kinda cute stacked donuts. Thank you for watching.